EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into play.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Great start.
Well, nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3-wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Frank, here we go again. Another shot from the rough.
Yeah, let's see if he learned his lesson.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today.
That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
These putts keep the round together. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
If you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Birdie try up next. Birdie putt coming up. A par on this hole yesterday. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, hitting through that chute to the fairway. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a breakout star from this group, someone along the lines of a Keegan Bradley?
Well, the golfer I'm watching right now, really, Rich, was considered a prodigy at the age of 2, and a lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for this player to come out, and I'm being one of those. Very impressed. The golf swing is excellent, touch, but even the competitive skill.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. Oh, another one goes in.
Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass, vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. Anything other than straight. Confuses the player off the tee. There's 3 pot bunkers down the right side. Just inside that last little pot bunker on the left of that. It's actually a pretty good line.
315. Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
It has been a ball-striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, narrow entryway to this green here at the 9th. Short shot, but kind of difficult.
Yeah, don't want to get too aggressive here. You miss the green on the left, that bunker there, very difficult to get it up and down. And of course, there's the 2 little pot bunkers on the right side.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
The incredible approach shot there, the easiest of birdies coming up.
With a redemption chance here, had bogey yesterday. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, where's the difficulty on this approach here at the 10th?
It's really the shape of this green. That little front piece, you have to be right on the money there. And then, of course, that green starts to open up and then move to the right.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the cause.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5 11?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle.
That will be a great look at birdie. This is a 9-footer. Right in the heart. Up to the 12th, Frank, and a good birdie chance here.
Yeah, good old links, short par 4. This green really divides itself into about 3 sections. There's a little piece to the right, piece short left, and the one at back left. So as long as you know where the flag is, just push that ball into the section where it is. You get up there, you're only going to have 10 or 15 feet left for birdie.
This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front. So a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13, par 3, is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer, and also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch the ball roll all over the screen and actually find the cup for the odd ace. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Second shot. Safely on the dance floor.
These putts keep the round together. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. You stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right.
Now that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie. Well, we've heard about this talent for a long while now. A birdie putt, and a chance to get just one step closer to earning that golden ticket, chance to play the PGA Tour.
Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on this green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
We talk so much about players' futures. We look at this shot coming up. This man being talked about for many a year. Prodigy, perhaps. But his look today, I'm starting to be a believer. This surely must be a talent for the future.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, 137-yard shot on a normal hole with no water. You're thinking birdie as a high-level professional, correct?
No question.
137 yards with the water, with no bailout, with a little wind. You take 3 and run to 18?
Every single day.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie.
You'd like that one again.
Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And, of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well done. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship.
Oh, it's fine.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side.